Welcome back to Elizabeth Plants. I'm Elizabeth, and today I've got another exciting unboxing. This is the unboxing for my Root Greenhaus order. So I mentioned this in my last Green Spaces ID unboxing, and so I'm really excited to break open this bad boy. I ordered it around the same exact time as the Green Spaces order that went up before this one. However, this one did not ship, or I didn't get notified that it shipped until around the same time my Green Spaces one arrived. This one was supposed to arrive in 6 days. So it was supposed to arrive a week-ish from when I actually received it. So I got this yesterday, and I have been waiting all night to open it up with you guys. I'm not gonna wait any longer. Let's see if we can get into it. First, I want to, because I've never ordered from them, note that it's packaged very similar to the Green Spaces. However, I mean, it's got all of the legal shipping documentation, the certifications, the paperwork, all that. It's also got this little thank you to my name with a little care guide. This is just how to adjust plants, very generally speaking. And then it's also got this sticker on it that says live plants inside, keep away from hot and cold. And those stood out to me when I grabbed the box because that's something that I don't usually see. It's also got this service alert sticker, which I don't think I've seen on a Green Spaces box. However, these types of boxes have stickers and tape and stuff all over them, and who knows, however many people have opened it up and looked inside, so this sticker could have just gotten lost because it's not very specific to the greenhouse at all. It's packaged entirely with brown tape. I have no idea how I'm going to get inside, so I'm just going to go for it. Okay, actually I think I did it right because that just sliced through like butter. Note to people ordering from them, apparently slicing the end is how you get in. Now, right off the bat, it seems as though it's packaged very, very similar to Green Spaces in that it's paper with a little rolled up ball, and they are labeled. Now, one thing before we jump into this pile of plants I've got right here is I want to see if in one of these order forms is a list of what I've got. That way I'm not guessing like last time. Now, it should be noted that today, I believe, is September 14th. And I ordered these guys around August 15th, so around my birthday was when I made these orders. Perfect. That will do. So I do have a couple of doubles in here, and I've got a couple of plants in here that I've already got, but I wanted more of. So let's start with plants that I've already got, because that's less exciting. I've got 2 of these from this shop because I want to beef up my current plant quicker than just propagating and growing and propagating, and you know the cycle. I am impatient, and this isn't a very expensive plant per se when you compare it, but this is going to be a really sad order, I can already tell. So this is a syngonium pink splash, or it was. Let me bring it up closer to you. It's very dead. Very, very dead. Oh, I hope this isn't going to be like what it is for everybody. By everybody, I mean every plant in this order. Now, this shop, Root Greenhaus, has the same return / damage statement as Green Spaces ID, which if you watched 2 Green Spaces orders ago, I actually had to utilize. It's 75% back, or you can pay shipping to have them resend it. but you have to have photo and or video proof that it arrived that way. So the entire thing, I mean, it's got extremely pathetic roots. You see that? Those are the roots. I think the entire stem is rotted. I don't think I can salvage this. It's very soft and squishy. I don't think it's salvageable. I'm going to try with moss, but I think this one's done for, which is an incredibly awful way to start this video. I guess I hope the other one's okay. I have low expectations now. Yep. That's very depressing. If this is how every plant is, that's uncalled for. I mean, so shipping overseas is a risk. However, what I am finding very curious is the dud of a root system they sent these with overseas. And also, why are they completely rotted out? When, according to the tape on the box, it was not stopped by US Customs like my green spaces order was, meaning that it was opened up, disturbed, and sprayed potentially less than my green spaces order, yet most plants in that order are okay, or at least arrived okay. This root system is a bit more robust, but again, just completely rotted out. Completely rotted. There's nothing salvageable about this. It's all rotted out. It's all completely mush. And that plant is what I was most excited about for this order, or at least the one that I believed would arrive the most, or with the least issues, because syngonium are pretty, they travel pretty all right, so I have expectations that nothing in here is going to be okay. Considering that was the most stable plant to ship that I ordered. So we're going to go with my next double because it is something I unboxed before from Green Spaces. However, it did not survive. As soon as, like, I unboxed okay, and then within days it just pooped out. And I did get 75% refund back on it. And it is the alocasia sente variegata. I ordered 2. Let's see what we've got. Mush. Now maybe the bulb's not completely rotted out and we can salvage this one. Considering the syngonium, I have no expectations that any of these plants are going to be salvageable. No, I think it's all rot. Oh yeah, nope, I barely touched it and it just completely, can you even see that? Completely just rotted off. Like it's just all mush. I'm blown away by this. Honestly, I'm absolutely blown away. I don't know. They weren't in shipping long enough for this to be overwatering. It's not like the paper's not too moist. They either sent me rotted plants or dipped them in something that destroyed them beforehand, and I don't know if that's something that happened in customs or if that is something that Root Greenhaus did, but this is extremely disappointing. This is just another sente, but I can already tell the state in which it's in. actually pretty excited about this order because I have watched unboxings. Granted, they were sponsored unboxings, and this is not a sponsored unboxing. However, I had seen unboxings that were promising from this shop, and I've received mush. Okay. Ooh. For a second, I was about to say this one might be salvageable because there's white roots, but I think it's just mush. I'm kind of squeezing it a little bit, and I think it's just mush. I might try. It can't hurt because this one's not completely just crumbling, but it's mush. The next 3, nope, that's a lie. I've got 2 anthuriums and 1 philodendron, so I think the most hope we've got is the philodendron, so I'm going to do that one last because maybe we can end on a good note. But first we're gonna do the anthurium because I can already tell they're not alive. So first we've got anthurium luxurian hybrid. Now I know anthurium are kind of like alocasia in that you can kind of bring them up back from a stump. So as long as it's not completely mush, they might be salvageable. Oh, I guess I should show you a close-up. It looks pretty... Well, some of the leaves are still a little solid. There are definitely some that are mush though. The younger leaves are all mush. There's a ton of teeny tiny leaves in there that are definitely mush. This isn't salvageable. The roots, if you squeeze them at all, they just like turn to jelly, kind of. The stem is very squishy. It smells like rot, and if you kind of get... I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. It smells awful. Yeah, the camera's not going to pick it up, but there's like mold starting in the center. I struggle to think that this happened in shipping if there is mold growing in the center. I don't think this was supposed to be separate. It just fell. Nothing about this is salvageable. It's just... oh, it's actually appalling. It smells so bad. And not like with the green spaces order where I was sneezing because something they put on the roots was making me sneeze. Like, this smells like death. Next up, we've got anthurium antosoma. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's this, and I mean, you can already tell. It was going to be a very pretty plant. They all were. What I'm seeing here, and you're not seeing very well but it's just black. Just black. And moldy. This is absolutely uncalled for. It's one thing if I can kind of be like, okay, in customs they sprayed it with something that just kind of rotted it. But it takes time for mold to grow. It was in shipping maybe a week. Am I crazy for thinking that mold doesn't grow in a week? Like, a plant doesn't just deteriorate and then mold starts to grow in a week. This is appalling. Regardless of who's at fault, it's disgusting. Like literally disgusting. I don't mean like their actions are disgusting. I mean like I'm looking at gross. Last but not least, we've got philodendron violin. can't tell if the stem down by the roots is rotted. This leaf definitely is rotted all the way through, which is coming out of the middle of the stem where there's roots. But the roots aren't rotted, they're just like crispy. The leaf branches are all rotted, all of them. And it's rotted up here. There are some roots up here, but not all of the roots are up there. This root looks like it rotted years ago. I'll show you a close up. Maybe. I can't tell if that focused, but this is the nicest looking of the plants we received today. This. Well, this isn't how I was expecting this video to go at all. I really liked the stickers on the box. It kind of indicated that they took great care of their plants, so I feel kind of in shock. I still don't want to believe this was the shop, and I wouldn't if not for the mold growing on some of them. It makes me wonder if they packaged it up weeks ago and then it just didn't get sent, and now it's this. Needless to say, I will be reaching out to the company and hopefully getting a refund. Sorry, I got a notification saying that my phone was full, but it's not. I'm reaching out and I'm hopefully getting a refund. I know that their policy is 75% refund, so I will graciously accept 75% refund, but I'd like to think that this deems a full refund, and I do not believe I feel comfortable ordering from Root Greenhaus anytime soon. I don't want to not recommend it because I could be an anomaly experience. However, I do not recommend ordering from them right now because either they're overloaded and packaging plants improperly or too soon, or it has nothing to do with the shop and customs is just going to town on their plants. Root Greenhaus is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they are located in Indonesia. Very similar location to Green Spaces. They go through the same customs and the same process. However, all of my Green Spaces plants arrived in okay to good condition, and these arrived quicker from when I got notified that they shipped out to when they arrived. Arrived in a smaller span of time with rotten mold, and that's it. So I'm skeptical, and I cannot recommend an order from them at this time. Now, that's not to say that it's, again, I'm not an anomaly, and this is not how things usually go. I caught the wrong worker in the wrong mood on the wrong day. Who knows? But I will be reaching out to them in search of at least 75% refund. I feel like I deserve 100% refund. I'm willing to have only paid for shipping, which I did pay for shipping. So if they refund me everything but shipping, that's fine too. I get it. I'm still in awe. So I'm going to outro now because I need to just... I need the smell of rot off my desk, honestly. But if you like houseplant content, give me a thumbs up. Like this video if you liked rotting plants. Honestly, I'd understand if you don't want to like this video. It's not a good video. Subscribe if you want to see more houseplant content. I swear all of my unboxings do not look like this. There are other good unboxings. I recommend you checking out my Green Spaces ID unboxings. I've got, I think, 4 or 5 now. Those are all worth a watch. Honestly, I've got a ton of unboxings. I order way too many plants. Ring the bell if you want to be notified when my next video comes out. I will see you next time.